I'm a Hexican, gon' flex again. Here we go again one more time. I'm a Hexican, gon' flex again. Post team, live.
On the blockchain.
I'm a Hexican, gon' flex again. Here we go again one more time. I'm a Hexican, gon' flex again. Post team, live. I'm a Hexican, we gon' flex again.
That's right. Hexicans, we gon' flex again. That's right.
I'm a Hexican, we gon' flex again. Post team, live. I'm a Hexican, we gon' flex again.
That's right. Hexicans, we gon' flex again. That's right.
I'm a Hexican, we gon' flex again. Post team, live.
Looking to the right, down right, all time high. Looking to the right, haters falling to the wayside. Looking to the left, nothing left, cause they all left. Looking for the best, where you found HEX. Post chain.
Hello, Hexicans. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of The Art of Hex. This one I'm really excited about because I actually have worked with the artist and more than once, and I believe that this project is really great. It takes a lot of collaboration, and that's something that I'm super passionate about. So getting to be on this show here and watch other artists in the community get lifted up and have their a little moment to really shine and get to show off what it is that they do is really, it warms my heart, y'all. So I'm glad you're here. Freddie will be here in just a moment, my wonderful co-host. We switched the time, as you might have noticed. It's a little earlier this week. So yeah, hopefully Freddie will be here in just a moment. But the two guests that we have this evening, I think, hold on, let's see real quick. Oh, hey, Hex Luther's in the chat. There he is right there. Yeah. Let me see here. Are we going to bring our guests up, or are we going to wait for Freddie? Actually, real quick, while we're waiting on Freddie, I wanted to take a moment to mention that the one, the only, the magnificent Black Hexican puts in so much work behind the scenes, y'all. I think it is such an excellent thing to be able to collaborate with other people and see what it is that they do and how they work. And I just wanted to give her a massive shout out real quick. And let's see. Oh yeah, there is a fantastic chance for you to win some swag if you become a member of this channel, which is only $1.99 a month, not that harsh on the pocketbook. You get your name. The first 20 members get their name on the wheel for a chance to win a mystery swag box. And there, I believe, are only I think there's only 6 spots left, if I'm reading that correctly. So yeah, there you go. 6 members away. And who doesn't want swag? Especially Hex swag. It's the best. Hex swag is always really high quality. There's very little, unless you're buying it like direct from Amazon or something. What's in the box? Oh, it's super awesome. I think that's super clever. What a great idea. Hope you all participate, become a member. There's a button not too far from where your mouse is right now. You can just scroll on over and click join. That's what you want to do. I know you do. You totally do. It's going to be great. I mean, imagine how many Hexicans there are and people that get a lot out of this content, right? The KSB.TV team in general does, I think, they do so much for the community in terms of the viral marketing and videos. Watching, especially Yori, the way that she composes herself and she composes her TikToks, I think for the most part is one of the platforms she uses to make everything look awesome, girl. Oh man, that stuff is just, it's great, you know? And that's the work that we're doing, right? In this bear market, we have to all work together to continue to spread the hex the hex is the way. I'll let people know about that. Let's see what is up to the chat. We got Cape Figure, Young Villain. Yeah, Sandy Beach does deserve an award. That would be my write-in nomination. Every stream, she's always there, always supporting, being super awesome. She did a sci-fi quote. I loved it. Super excellent. I'm drinking some mineral water. Oh, you can't see it because it's green. It's green on a green screen. It's a lime mineral water. Pretty delicious. Let's see. Freddie quotes. Where are you at? I should come up with a rap while I'm waiting for him. Wilfred Sanchez Jr. That is a family name of mine. Is Sanchez. Hey, Tintop, good to see you. Yeah. Also, I mean, I feel like there's so many community members who, like need to be recognized often, especially for always tuning into the streams and becoming members and joining the different ways that we as content creators look to be supported and have, like, it's interesting to see the community give back in different ways. And the fact that I have people that subscribe to Patreon for me, right? And KSB is having memberships and people join their channel. Like it means a lot. It really does. And as people who are, out here kind of putting our faces out there, right? For this cause, for DeFi, for Hex, it's very, it's encouraging, and it just really shows what kind of a community it is that we have, because people are out there, just doing what they can. It doesn't need to be much. $2 a month. You can get to spin that wheel. What's up, Freddie?
Hey, what's good?
Hey, this felt really strange because usually you're the one doing most of the talking. So I was hope I didn't ramble too much. Thanks for waiting, everyone.
I didn't notice that we were starting earlier this week. So like the first 2 weeks I was here super early. Literally the first week I was in like an hour beforehand, and I was like, ooh, I had the time wrong. So I didn't realize. I apologize. We are good to go though.
You made it. Hey, congrats on your nominations. We each got 2.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's super cool. You too. That's very cool.
Thank you.
So like I think it was Abit who posted something about the leader of the year, and he was like Gary, and I was like, oh yeah, definitely vote for Gary. But then I saw Black Hexican on there too, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, for real. I was just saying that. I was just
like,
talking. So, in case anyone watching doesn't know, the Hexi Awards is a thing.
Oh yeah,
and
heck yeah.
Freddie here and I were both nominated for 2 Hexi Awards.
What were you were nominated for Best News Streamer?
That
Hottest Female, I think, was one of them.
That was one of them. Oh gosh.
And then what was the other one? Shucks.
The other one, Black Hexican also was nominated for Hexicans Woman of the Year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, every woman in
so
there.
Tough, man. Oh,
for real. Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah. Everyone's just contributed so much, especially in this last year. Anyone that's contributed in this last year deserves a Hexi Award. If you've been here for this last year, goodness
through sacrifices
gracious.
And bear markets and all sorts of stuff.
Exactly.
Through Vegas, a couple Vegas trips.
Yeah.
A lot went down. The KSB tour.
No wonder I get it. No wonder the FUD, right? I claim myself as the positivity princess, right? And a lot of that just has to do with my own demeanor. I feel very fortunate that I'm a positive person.
Absolutely.
But this has been wretched. It has been. I don't deny it. I'm glad that I have this community to go through it with.
Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah. It's fun, and that's what makes the meetup so important, is because you actually get to develop the relationships. Like, you can see people on stream, and you can stream with people, and you can listen to Twitter Spaces and all that stuff, and live streams and all that stuff, but not until you meet in person to really solidify and build those relationships with the people in the community. And
yeah. And what are your
that is
nominations?
what's awesome about it. I think
Artist, right?
one of them was the artist. Yeah, I was trying to remember the other one. I think it was Life of the Party, and
Nice.
it's me,
That's
and
fitting.
then Naga, and then Big K. And man, Naga throws a hell of a party, and Big K throws a hell of a party. So
Yeah.
I just think it's awesome to be even mentioned in the same breath as those two. I forget who else is on it. Let me try to pull it up. I know that it's Naga, and I know it's Big K and myself, and I think there were a couple more. Yeah,
CZ
Kareem and CZ, yeah.
Yeah.
Kareem
Oh,
the Dream,
CZ.
which two awesome people. Man, it's like everyone who's in there, it's like, oh man, that's so awesome.
So much
Like
fun.
I'll literally be happy for any one of them to win just because every one of them deserves it. And I know it because I've been to all of their parties, like the pool party, the Rec Pleb party. Big K threw a hell of a party. You were in Chicago. Yeah. You were in Chicago for Big K's first pitch, dude. That was so much fun. He rented out that entire bar and restaurant, and we got so turned up. I missed the first pitch. Like I missed his pitch. Like we were all down there, and I'm like, "Let's go, Big K!" And they're like, "Bro, he already went." And I was like, "Uh-oh, I need to sit down." Yeah. Super turned up. But who do we have up this week?
That's nice.
Who we bringing on here? Is everyone ready?
Oh, I think everyone's ready.
Are they in? Right, let's see here.
Yeah. At least they were previously. I've actually worked with these guests.
Are they both part of their project at the same time?
I think so.
Awesome.
I'm about to find out.
Good to see you, Luther. Hey. How are you, brother?
Good. How you doing, man?
Rocking and rolling, man. Rocking and rolling. Oh yeah. And is it pronounced Schmirus?
Schmirus.
It's like
Schmirus?
Like virus Schmirus, you know?
Schmirus, virus Schmirus.
Yeah.
I like to rhyme.
Yeah.
Schmirus.
There you Schmirus. Starting off on a strong note then. Oh yeah.
So give us a little bit of background. Usually so far we've only had one person on at a time. The first stream Hexicans and then Marco the Hexican. Today we have a couple of you guys here. You want to give us a little background about what it is that you do and what your arts and passions are?
Yeah, like I guess I'll start this one off. Basically, Luther and I have had some interaction in the past and decided to do some premium like clothing type of thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been I'm a muralist, tattooer, and I do a bunch of stuff that's all art related. Like that's pretty much what my life revolves around. So yeah, I see the NASCAR design up. I designed that, and I kind of have been doing different designs for just in the Hex community for a little bit, and just figured it was a good idea to kind of put some effort into it, making clothing designs, and we're gonna branch out to different merch. But yeah,
dude, the beta fish was amazing. That was dope. This ink is wild too.
Yeah, that's yeah, that mural job was kind of a nightmare, but I got through it. It was a huge job, but I got some really good experiences out of it.
A young villain says he too humble. Agreed.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
this is all great stuff,
my
man.
Tattoo. That's on my hip.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's my tattoo.
So more people are getting that tattoo? Or is that your hip right there?
No, that's me. Yeah.
That's yours. I was like, what? That doesn't look like a hip. Too close.
Yeah, that is. Is that the one that you did live?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, it sure was. I'm curious, Schmirus, when did you get into art? What was it that first drew your attention? Did you just draw?
Drew your attention?
Paint? What drew your attention to art? Yeah.
Yeah. I've been into it since I was super young. I saw my dad drawing, and I kind of just, I don't know, I guess took over from there. Shortly after I developed an interest in it, he kind of stopped. He's like kind of super blue collar, like, you know, like turn the lights off when you leave the room type of dude. And he just, he kind of inspired me. And I just been doing it like most of my life. I started out doing, you know, just whatever, doodling, drawing, and moved on to painting with acrylics and oils, and started spray painting, much to my parents' dismay, kind of in high school. And,
what was the first thing you tagged?
oh man, I guess I can say this because I already like it's already water under the bridge.
The statute of limitations is beyond what it needs to be.
Yeah, it's a hella corny ass name, but my first name was Esco1. I don't remember where I got that or whatever, but yeah, it's progressed over the years, and yeah, just developed into like ability to like wield spray paint in all sort of different like kooky and interesting ways. So yeah.
That's interesting. With spray painting, I mean, that can be risky, right? Like going in, like, do you do it at night? Like, how do you do that? Do you get permission from someone and go do a mural on their wall of their building, or what is that like?
It depends on the instance of it. As a grown ass man at this point, yeah, it's pretty much permission based. I mean,
yeah,
there's some like wiggle room on that. But yeah, I kind of like transitioned into just doing like aerosol murals.
Very cool.
At this point, yeah. Which
yeah, those are dope.
Yeah, there's some examples of that. So yeah, I tattoo for a living, and when I get overwhelmed or burnt out by that and need a break, I just, instead of taking an actual break and relaxing, I just like kind of reach out and try to do mural work.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. I like what Chase Jonathan says. I wish I could create the thoughts I have in visual artistry. It's an amazing talent. I am a photographer.
Yeah.
I like to take pictures. Not that I cannot draw. I don't enjoy drawing. I'm not patient enough for drawing or painting. I don't have the patience.
That bear is
because I want whatever it is in my head that I'm seeing to be on the paper. So I resonate with that, Chase Jonathan. I hear what you're saying.
Very cool. Well, damn, dude, that's what's up. So now you want to focus and transition that into clothing?
Well, that's just sort of like one facet of it, you know? Okay. I will always be a career artist. Any plans to change that? So being like custom paintings or murals or tattooing, which has been my career for coming up on 15 years. I just always kind of seek ways to like keep it fresh, keep it moving, stay motivated, stay happy. So as a Hexican, like I feel like this just made sense to me. I started out, I was tattooing a client, and this was like a half ago, and he was trying to explain NFTs to me, and I'm like, what? You know, so I had like an hour and a half to listen to this dude, and I was, I could do that. So basically, like when I got on Twitter kind of for my NFT project, I was like, oh shit, there's like so many Hexicans here. And it basically like 369 and everything that we're doing right now is kind of the evolution of at least my part in it is me seeing like all the Hexicans on here and just like kind of trying to jump in the community and
be a part, contribute, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like contribution for sure. Yep. What was the goal? I started out by just reaching out to people and asking if I could just, you know, pro bono, like asking nothing in return. Just like, can I do this design? Can I do this?
That's
do you need,
dope.
or do you need something?
That's sick.
Yeah, that's where kind of like we got to where we're at right at the moment.
Is that when you first got into crypto? Like when that guy was talking to you about NFTs, or were you in crypto before that?
No. Like I had a whole disastrous like Bitcoin experience where I had no previous experience. I think 2017, and I fucking I kind of FOMO'd in, and I didn't have like a good mentor or teacher or anything, and I couldn't really basically like it went up, and I'm like, yeah, this is rad. And then when it started like dipping, I was just like paper handed out. So
Yep.
at whatever, water under the bridge or whatever. So
everyone has to go through that learning experience in crypto, I feel, man. And I tell my onboards this all the time. I'm like, man, you guys are so damn lucky. Like,
yeah,
I wish I had someone like me explaining how to do this stuff to everybody else. Like, I had to go out and learn this stuff. You know what I mean? You guys get the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
But
like,
you earn your stripes doing that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like a hard won battle for sure. Hard fought. Like onboard, like my onboards, like they'll text me and be like, "What the fuck's happening?" And I'm like, "This is what happens. It's fine. Just let it be. Just get a hobby. Like relax, chill out." So yeah, I fucking basically like sold the Bitcoin that I had, and I was like, "Yeah, fucking great." Like I got out of that, and and then all the way. So, is what it is. But I have I have some good like people around me, like helping me with strategy, which I'm super thankful for.
That's
but
good.
I had that personal experience to where it's like, why would you sell a top? Or why would you like buy in at the top? It's so I got to learn the lesson the hard way. But that was before I was into Hex, obviously, like wasn't around then. So yeah, the timeline's kind of perfect for me. I feel like super fortunate.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Luther, what about you, man? Like, what are your passions in art? Like, do you design clothing? Like, what is it that you love to do?
I've always dabbled in art. I never dedicated the time to become like really professional at it.
Right.
I mean, it's been a pastime of mine and a hobby of mine to, delve into Photoshop and just play around and see what I can do. But I still term myself or call myself kind of a hobbyist or an amateur. So I had this vision, of being able to put some sick hex art on T-shirts. One, because I was kind of disappointed with what was already being provided, but two, I didn't want to be kind of run-of-the-mill merchandise shop. I wanted to be unique somehow, right?
Oh yeah.
So like when Schmirus and I met up and we started talking, it just kind of evolved into that. But I've been into, playing guitar and doing all these artsy things since I was a kid. I learned to draw books, but I never followed through with as a kid.
Interesting.
So it was something that I could never accomplish or never had the time to accomplish. And meeting someone that with the talent was kind of the shortcut into that. And, he's
that's awesome.
Excellent artist. So
yeah, heck yeah. So do you guys have any designs now that you're working on? Can we pull, this is one of them here, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's one of them there. I'm wearing one of them.
Hex.com and chill. Yeah, no lie. So do you guys have a website up?
Yeah, it's up. It's 369.xyz. So it's spelled the number 3, then SIX, and then the number 9.
SJ. I think they should name that shirt the SJ.
The SJ.
The SJ.
We could definitely do that.
Can we make that happen, guys? Can we name a shirt after SJ?
Well, it's like low key.
The tail
it's subtle.
The tail of the Phoenix is like a gigantic S. So that's
oh shit. That is awesome. This is very cool, man. Very cool.
We have I think we have like at least 10 more designs like ready to go.
Cool.
Just, kind of ready, but we're just gonna kind of trickle them out and do it like that.
I have a question. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Kind of, either or both. I think Luther, this question's more for you. I'm curious, do you know or have you given any thought or looked into what the cost would be, or if it would be worth it price point wise to look into using for the clothing more sustainable resources or organic, like an organic cotton option
I've been looking into that because
for hippies like me?
Schmirus, yeah, mentioned that that's something that you wanted to get into more with your
Yeah, I was
t-shirts.
curious if it ever. I something
The
I should ask
availability,
earlier,
the
but yeah.
availability isn't quite what you would want it to be, but there are some options, and we can discuss those. I did find one shirt. It's not a V-neck that would fit what you wanted. But
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like as someone that I tend to try to be minimalist, you know, and I always want to be really aware of the garments that I buy, especially, you know, it's already the price point is already. I mean, for a t-shirt, a lot of people are going to say it's high, which I've already seen that kind of, you know, critique. But for me, if it's something where the material is, you know, it's made, I know it's already made well, but like, you know, made sustainably or,
Yep.
you know, mindfully. That's a huge draw for me.
That's one question I would have though too, is how good is the quality on that material that has been, you know, recycled or whatever it is that I found. So I'd want to look at it first and see if it's
and I know that that's important to you. That's the big reason why these, you know, these shirts are supposed to last a really long time and not fade. And yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I actually do kind of want to do like a challenge of myself and wear one like for an extended period of time. Sleep in it, eat in it. It'd be great.
Well, I cycle through those two T-shirts, this one and the snowman one.
Nice.
Pretty much
That's
daily,
crisp. The white
we've had
too.
it for 3-4 weeks now, right, Schmirus? So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Looking crispy. Nice.
Heck yeah. Luther, how did you get into crypto? Like, what's your crypto story?
I first got into Bitcoin mining back in 2015.
Okay.
And so
did you buy like the mining contracts or did you have your own mining equipment?
I just went straight GPU mining and then ended up getting a few ASIC miners down the road.
Okay.
You know, ran it up to 20K and then we crashed and it wasn't profitable anymore to mine. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm just going to sell my equipment and maybe make a few $1,000 after all was said and done. But after that, I didn't think about crypto. I just got into the daily grind of life. And it wasn't until maybe almost 2 years ago, year and a half, that I started thinking about crypto, thinking about the long-term growth and wealth for my family and leaving behind a legacy and putting something to save, because I knew my 401k wasn't cutting it.
Yeah.
And found HEX. And from there, it was just a no-brainer. I jumped all into HEX and the Richard Hart ecosystem. And
that's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Now, you said that you never... something stuck out to me a little bit earlier. You learned how to draw books?
Yeah, I mean, I would go to the library as a young kid and rent the Learn How to Draw books. You know, it was just simple tracing and cartoonish characters.
Oh, gotcha.
That's about as far as
okay, gotcha. Like the how-to books of drawing.
Yep.
Right. It's funny, man. Like, you know, there's that art test where it's like the front half of the horse and then you have to finish drawing the back half of the horse. Like, I felt if I ever tried to draw that shit, it would just be so terrible, man. I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Yeah, my sister was a really great artist, and she still is to this day, but I never had the follow-through with it. I'd start and then I'd stop.
So I'm curious if you guys want to go into a little bit talking about the collaboration aspect between yourselves and the content creators. Was there a rhyme or reason to selecting the first few content creators that you worked with? And can you tell us anything about who you want to plan to or are working with currently or in the future?
Yeah, I think I saw a Thoughts Child shirt. Wasn't that?
Yeah, so no rhyme or reason. Yeah, no rhyme or reason as to who or why we started with who we did. It was just people that were available at the time we were discussing this idea. I think Schmirus brought it up one day. He said, I'd really like to work with the influencers and streamers and creators to have their own unique designs, kind of like their own too, but on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I said that's a great idea. So
I'm into like kind of like esoteric, like hermetic type of thing. that stood out with Thoughtschild, like that stood out. So I'm like, you know, let's reach out to him. And then you know, SJ like came to kind of visit. SJ and Sequoia did, and that is what led to like the Phoenix, like the tattoo design pretty much that ended up turning into the shirt. So I don't know. It's just like this all kind of stems, at least for me, from like kind of like doing the groundwork to kind of reach out to people. And just like, you need any design, you need a sticker, you need something to like basically like put Hex out there. And that's where that came from. I mean, not so much rhyme or reason, but just, you know, like we got kind of like a list. So
that's cool. Can you give us a sneak peek on who might be next? Is Thoughts the first one you've worked with, other than the Phoenix?
Real quick, speaking of the Phoenix, I'm gonna interrupt because before we go into who's next,
His place.
here's
I had one before. It was amazing. Yeah.
real life art.
That's
That was
the best.
really.
I mean, that's why like I would
dude.
love to see like a Hex Foodies meetup happen at some point, because that's such a beautiful thing, right? When it's like we're all in this community together, you know, largely because of Hex and Richard Hart, but we also all have our own passions and hobbies and things that we love to do. So it's really awesome to see, you know, communities within communities basically like coming together and hosting events and doing things like that. And I think we need more of that. I think that that's a good like kind of angle to take in terms of not just having a Hexican meetup, you know, but like, you know, what is it that you're passionate about? Like, what do you love doing, and what do you want to showcase to others or teach other people about within the Hex community?
A Hex foodie meetup would be super cool, like Airbnb with a huge kitchen and just like prepare food the whole
Yes.
time.
Yeah. Yep. And you never know, like, you know, just kind of going back to Vegas, like, you just never know who you're going to meet or like what kind of impact that person.
That's so true.
Well, that was so heartwarming. I wasn't expecting that kind of clip. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's super fun.
How long did it take? I don't have any ink.
A few hours?
And how long was that? Like 2 hours?
2.5, 3, almost 3 hours maybe.
Yeah.
It felt like forever. It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
When we were going to leave the shop, I was like searching desperately for my phone and I couldn't find it. And through whatever, I don't know if I was like flustered, whatever was going on, like I left my phone on top of my truck for the whole tattoo, and I went, it was still there. Yeah, that was fun though.
It was, and that I love that so much that Black Hexicans chose that clip, and it's really lovely to now, you know, be here doing this and collaborating with other people. So, speaking of, segue to who's next? Who's on the list?
It's Black Hexican. So
Yeah.
I think Schmirus has
Nice.
been working with her last couple of days.
Damn, she's gonna have her
anything
own
to
show. I don't know. Do we? Kay? Maybe not.
Schmirus, have you created anything to show yet for Black Hexican?
No, like not for her specifically, but we were talking about first doing a shirt for the cruise that I think it's in April.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah. So I don't think I have anything ready to show for that necessarily, but it's kind of just be like tropical, like
Dude,
kind of cartoony vibes. It's gonna be tight for sure.
so my wife and I go on the 311 cruises. We're like big 311 fans. We're all into that type of music, and it's like you know, Woodstock on a boat in the Caribbean. It's awesome, right? There's all these bands that go, but one of the cool things that I love about music is that you can get custom shirts. So when 311 came here after the Capitals won the Stanley Cup, like it was the 311 logo, but it had the Caps logo incorporated in it, and then it had the dates on the back. So somebody in the community, some artist needs to make t-shirts for the cruise. I don't know if KSB already has this in the works or whatever, and posters. Like, dude, everyone gets amped up for concert posters and cruise posters and all that stuff. So, and all the artists that we have on, and I'm going to start making this a thing too, like all the artists who come on the stream, I'm going to ask and challenge each of you, if you can, to get actual posters printed up for, or maybe we could have like a poster contest, like everyone does something and then we pick one poster to have printed, or multiple posters to be printed, but that people can buy, and it comes with an NFT. I think that would be super, super, super dope.
Yeah,
do something like that for the cruise.
Yeah, that's a great idea. One of my best friends does printmaking, and I mentioned to him sort of maybe doing like, you know, for an example, if it was like the Phoenix design, like doing a run of prints and then like sending them to SJ and having her sign them, or having like, you know, the whoever the design is for signing, you know, like selling those, or you know, raffling off or something. Yeah, there's like so much potential with this.
That is awesome. Do you think you could come up with a poster concept for the cruise to incorporate Hex Pulse, Pulse X, and then whatever you wanted, your own individual style on it or whatever? Like, I can post up like shit. They're all over in here. I don't know if I have any decent ones. But dude, I mean,
get the Hex Day Awards on that poster.
Oh yeah,
that'll be the big day, big announcement on that cruise.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
incorporate all of that somehow,
for sure. And
or an NFT.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's one thing we're planning on doing. When Pulse launches, everyone will be getting a free NFT of the T-shirt they purchased. So that design that's on the T-shirt will be put into an NFT form as well.
That's brilliant.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
So are you going to do like serial numbers on them? Will each one have its own individual NFT that would be assigned specifically to each shirt, or just like one for the Hex.com and chill? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's very cool. Very cool.
That poster definitely, like, soon I'm sure you'll see like the design for the shirt, but that could be easily like flipped into some sort of like, you know, whatever size like poster design could be, you know, produced however and like signed by whoever, or just, you know, given out in whatever way.
Yeah, that's sick, man. I love art. That's why I love this stream so much, man. It's because there's so many different things. And so, like, I'm not gonna lie, right? Like, Richard has been not very big on NFTs in the past, and I just by default adopted that mentality. And just literally, as we have started the show and we've begun to speak to people, and I talked to Kool-Aid about this too, about how he's working on things, and I've never really been into the NFT thing, man, but as an artist, I understand how it has a use case, right? Like, there's so many different ways or different things that could be done, like with music, and the NFTs, literally just selling your art digitally. Like, it just makes sense.
I think there's kind of I mean, there's questionable things that, you know, different things you could say about it, but it kind of depends on the intention and what you're doing. Like, you know, Steak and Apes, for example, or like, you know, the Staker class NFTs, like those are like, that's dope. And those are like going to like get Hex out there and push Hex, pump Hex, you know? So I think like, a lot of like, you know, the Hexicans that are doing NFTs, like it's kind of different, you know, like, not a money grab, and I mean, those two
way to promote
have done a lot to like just promote and push and like put that out in just a different sphere than is represented in general.
That is awesome. Were you gonna say something, SJ?
I was gonna say, well, it's up to a couple of people in the chat. I just saw Crypto Compassion and Vortexican. And then what's up, Scarlet Rose, as well. Good to see y'all.
I feel like Crypto Compassion has been here for every episode so far. I think for Hexicans too. Big love to you guys.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. This is just the beginning.
How long you been doing ink for, Schmirus?
Coming up on 15 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you want to continue mostly with doing ink, or is there another format with the art aside from the NFTs that you're interested in doing?
Well, with me, like, I'm always constantly on go mode. So basically, like, I don't have any interest in not tattooing, but I do have interest in sort of like maybe like gearing towards slowing down a little bit and supplementing that with other things, other experiences, other type of stuff. Like I said, I do murals when I can. And, you know, this project is really like capturing my attention right now. So, no, tattooing has been super good to me. And I've tried to like do the same vice versa. So I don't need a step back from that, but, you know, adding things to the equation is kind of where I'm headed.
Excellent.
Do you like the murals there that we had up earlier? Mm-hmm. They looked like they were in someone's home. Do you do those in people's homes?
One from the tattoo shop, and
okay.
A couple of the photos. There's like a couple bar and restaurants.
Okay.
Majority of those from like a 3-building apartment complex that I got hired to do, which was like a grueling.
Is that the biggest one?
Yeah, actually, yeah, like 3 buildings. I think like maybe 10 different murals per building. It was super insane, but I've definitely done private homes before. Hasn't been for a while, but I'm down to do that. I just usually like more commercial, like,
yeah,
people
that makes
like
sense.
Yeah,
the tattoo shop definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
So do you have a website for your shop, or where people can come see you? Like, have you doxed yourself? Are you doxed online?
I'm not super doxed. I'm about to get way more doxed than I've ever been doxed. But the tattoo shop that I work is called Time and Tide.
Okay.
Yeah, it's south of Indianapolis, but Time and Tide Tattoo is where I work. You could hop on that Instagram. Maybe we can like put my Instagram up, but my name's Jason Profont. So that my Instagram with that is pretty much strictly tattoos, a little bit of mural work, but I kind of keep it just tattoos.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm definitely down to, like, you know, collaborate and travel. And if someone has, like, you know, if someone wants to work with, you know, us to do a shirt, rad. If anyone wants like some mural work done, awesome. Like,
hell yeah.
Tattooed, hell yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I'm kind of like not necessarily on call, but I'm like big on adventure. So
heck yeah, man.
There's one thing we didn't mention was that the portion of each sale that goes to, you know, if it's SJ's shirt or Thoughtchild or Black Hexican Next, are going directly to those content creators as well. So it's one way to help support them and have their own merch line, but they're also making a little bit of income from it as well.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Is
Can you put that back up on the screen? Someone in the chat was saying that they wanted to get involved. Can you pull that back up? Chase Jonathan, how do I get involved in this? I can't draw, but I have so many ideas.
I don't know. Shoot me a DM.
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah. Do that.
Look at that. Oh, that's my favorite part about this show is that now like this is like more than once people are talking about collaborating just from
Hell
watching
yeah.
this somehow. It makes me smile.
Artists just love to collab, period, man.
Mhm.
Like when Corey started doing music and Black Hexicans and all them, it's like, oh, let's get a track, let's do a track. Yeah, let's collab on a track, let's do this, let's do that. That's one of the fun things with art when you find other people who express themselves the same way. You
Mhm.
guys can, grow in your art together, man. It's cool. And Corey has definitely challenged me, and KC has definitely challenged me. They both have, man, doing music with both of them. And it's, gosh, man. Yeah, that's why I love art. How did you guys come together to start working art together? I may have touched on it just a little bit. Someone says, would you cover art for music artists? Oh, would you do cover art for music artists?
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely done that in the
Like
past.
album covers?
Yeah, shoot me a DM. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, and we'll put up all the socials before it's over. I know we've had them flashing up in and out before we go, but we'll definitely have them up again. So I think we touched on it a little bit earlier. How did you guys come together? It was at a Hex meetup?
No, it was when we were just starting up Pulsification, back when that was still a thing, and the NASCAR event was happening, and somehow we got it tied up into a phone call with each other, and we started talking about donating something to the NASCAR event, right? And I think Schmirus was saying he'd like to do a cool sticker, and so we just started collabing on that, texting back and forth different ideas for it. And he put all the art together and came up with that, Calvin peeing on the Bitcoin symbol. So
yeah,
with Hex in the background.
Yeah.
I think I still have one of those stickers. Let me get it.
It looked dope because I thought it was a bank. They showed the picture earlier of Calvin pissing on a bank. That was awesome.
Yeah. There was like some Bitcoin. I did Calvin pissing on Bitcoin also, and I think somebody was like, well, like, let's just piss on the central bank, and it's like
Fed
bet, yeah. So we're pissing on the bank right here
with the Pulse hat or the Pulse shirt and the Richard Hart top hat. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh yeah, I think I have one of those.
Yeah, that was Schmirus and I. That I think it was 1,000 stickers or 1,500 stickers we sent in.
Nice. That's wild, man. So like I try to collect as much Hex like memorabilia and art and different stuff that I can, and my wife hates it because like it's like, where do we put all this stuff? So I've got like a pile, but like the posters and all this stuff, I actually have some of y'all's art. I was worried that I wasn't gonna have anything. I legit have some of those from Daytona when we were in Daytona.
Nice.
That is so sick.
I love that it says pre-viral.
Yeah.
Daytona. Yeah, the back of it that's really cool.
Yeah, still
that is dope.
Pretty viral.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, it's wild to like see contributions from people within the community, and like you don't even know where it came from or what it was or who it was. So it's good to finally meet you guys and to know that I definitely passed a few of those out when I was in Daytona this year.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Small world, small community.
Dope. Thank you for contributing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got like mounds, like little like miniature mountains of designs and stuff that can trickle out. So, that's what we're gonna do.
That's the biggest thing with artists, man, is content. You need to constantly putting out content, whether you're a streamer, whatever it is. As an artist, you got to constantly be working on a new song or new art or new designs or new ideas. The more content you can put out, the better. So if you have a stack of ideas, man, legit, like you said, just start leaking them. Like every day, every Tuesday at like 4 o'clock. Boom, I'm going to drop something new. Boom, I'm going to drop something new. Boom, we're going to drop a new shirt. Boom, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I think that's a big part of being an artist, is to have consistent content.
And I think KSB, I don't know if it was Black Hexican, she mentioned limited run t-shirts. That has been in the works. We've got that idea in the works. We just want to get established with, a handful of designs first that are just our base designs that anyone can purchase. And then we'll be rolling out some limited design runs that, once they're sold out, they're gone forever.
Do you guys do hats or anything? Just shirts for now?
We've got a hat. We'll be launching, I think, this week or next week.
Yeah.
Dope. What about like hoodies, jackets, pants?
Yep. It is winter, so we're gonna throw a few hoodies up. That snowman design is available in a hoodie right now.
Awesome.
Anything else? Yeah, we're throwing them up.
As far as like, this is kind of in its like beginning stages. I personally would like to move to like, you know, just kind of like move up tiers to where like maybe, you know, we could do like Letterman jackets, like super nice jackets, you know, kind of like high-end stuff. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, and just more like not necessarily all custom, but just like kind of one-off, a lot of one-off or like small batch, small run thing. You know, people can really take pride in when they're rocking it.
Hell yeah.
It's smart.
I need a Hex Letterman jacket. That sounds dope AF.
Yeah, it does.
With like some sick design on the back.
Oh yeah. Or like, you know, like denim, like some like 80s, 90s shit with like, you know, a denim jacket with like something custom on the back. I mean,
oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also that is a good way to collaborate with other artists and other content creators, because if you're doing it small batch that way, it's like each batch can be a different like content creator or idea. Oh, y'all, so smart. I love it. I love that that's, you know, the future of things, and that we're gonna have the ability to do all of that. Really, you know,
yeah.
Thanks to Hex.
We're all very lucky in that aspect for sure. Hex gives you freedom. Pulse will give us freedom too. Are you guys going to be on the cruise? Are you going to San Diego? Or do you have anything planned coming up in the Hex community that you're going to be at or try to get to?
Not for me in the coming months.
Okay.
Still getting established in a new career. So
very cool.
Part of my story was, I think last December I was fired for the not complying with the mandate, the COVID mandate stuff. So you know, transitioning into something new there.
There was just a ruling on that in the New York State Supreme Court. Any of the New York employees, like government employees that were let go because they refused the jab, they had to be paid back pay and hired back. I think that was last week. That ruling was just made by the New York Supreme
I remember
Court.
seeing that. I'm not in New York, but I mean, we'll see how it affects my location. And
yeah, case law, you think would probably be very supportive.
Yeah, they've set a precedent now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Which is interesting. I have a case.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So let's see. Do you plan on, how about you, Schmirus, you doing any Hex events coming up?
I was thinking about doing the San Diego thing. I think it's like coming up a little too quick for me, but
San Diego's going to be lit.
Yeah. It's only a couple
weeks away. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a celebration.
Yeah. I might.
It's going to be fantastic.
I'm going to put like, the more that we talk about this cruise, like I think I'm gonna put like as much effort into that as I can, and kind of like put the eggs into that basket. Like I was thinking about like trying to organize something where maybe like I could maybe like tattoo on the boat.
That's a great idea.
That would be sick.
Yeah, like set up like get a bunch of canvases, kind of like.
Yeah. Forgot about the sound effects.
Yes. Me too.
Yeah. Maybe put some canvases together and do like some sort of like, you know, like aerosol mural work on. That's one picture, but then like you can break them down and people can take them home, type of thing like that. Yeah. Plus, I kind of need a vacation, so I'm kind of like I'm excited for the cruise. Really.
Dude, so on one of the 311 cruises, one of the artists who contributes posters to their concert series or whatever, because they have a different poster for every show that they do on tour. He was there and he legit had a canvas and did a canvas there on the boat, and then they raffled it off, and that was pretty cool. It was big. It was big. Like the dude had to like fly it home and like check it. It was crazy. It was insane. But then they made like legit posters from the canvas that he made, so people could buy the posters of what he did on the boat. That would be cool. It would be sick, like even if maybe during the or maybe not during the awards ceremony, maybe during the awards ceremony, as the award ceremony is going on, you could be doing something on canvas, and then at the end of the award ceremony, maybe raffle something off, or people could buy raffle tickets before
ceremony.
What'd you say?
When is that?
It's on the cruise.
Oh,
so it's gonna be like on the cruise. So like it would be like during the cruise, doing a painting, and then it wouldn't have to be then at like just any other point.
That's a wrap. That's enough time to plan something just like super extra duper cool for that. Yeah.
That's
All
exciting.
Right.
This cruise is getting better and better.
Dude, I'm telling you, this cruise is gonna be lit.
Yeah, go book your rooms, y'all. Tell them a Wild SJ sent you.
Yeah. So I think it's $100 if you want to reserve your room on the cruise, and the final payment I believe is due February 3rd or February 8th, sometime that first week of February. I think it has to be
Ready with the deets.
painful, but
Smart.
yeah, but yeah, there's rooms. I think there's rooms for like $400 or $500, like for the entire cruise. Now, obviously, you pay tax on top of that or whatever, but. Yeah, get it in.
No mandate, no requirements.
Yep.
Of any of those types.
Yep.
FYI, that was a thing, and it's not anymore. And yeah, per person, $400 to $500 a person, right? So
ideas as far as like cool, like things like like me painting this like during the award ceremony or whatever it may be. Shoot a DM and let's figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Epic.
So KSB is the one who's putting on the cruise. I will definitely get with them and try to get something coordinated. I think that would be super dope. And then I would actually like to even just kind of pitch you and throw you ideas, show you some of the stuff that I have and that I've collected over time and the things that I like about them. Just like cruise, like sea. So we'll collab off air or whatever, but
I love this collaboration in real time. Like Freddie, last week you like having Marco design, like you guys collaborated and now we're collaborating. It's such a beautiful thing.
It's very cool, man. It's very cool.
Thanks for coming on, both of you. Thanks for collaborating. Thanks for doing what you're doing together.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I can't wait to see who else is on this list. I feel like I'm gonna have to start buying everyone's daggone shirts.
What about you next, buddy?
That's right.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down to do one.
Go.
100%. I collabed with Susan Hexican or Suzanne's art, I guess it is. But she's awesome. She did a shirt for me for the fashion show and the party down in Vegas, the Power City party. That was a lot of fun, man. I'm 100% down to collab with you guys, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I can't wait to see Black Hexicans too. That's going to be super dope.
Yeah.
That's going to be really dope. Well, damn. All right. Do you guys want to give out your socials one more time before we roll out?
Mine is at Luther_Hex.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, mine is you could find me on Twitter at _Schmirus, which is like gonna be like more and more active. That's more the socials for my NFT project that's sort of like just kind of like on pause at the moment. But yeah, at Jason Profont is my tattoo Instagram, which is pretty much just tattoos and a little bit of mural work. But I mean, we'll be out there more and more. So
yeah, and then I threw the 369 Twitter handle in there in the chat there. There it is.
Beautiful. And what about the website? What's the website that we can go to get the apparel?
So it's just I'm going to throw it in the chat here. Because we couldn't get the numbers 369 unless we want to spend, like 2 or 3 million to purchase it. It's 369.xyz, just threw in the chat.
That's beautiful.
Or on screen.
The number 3, spell out 6, the number 9.xyz. Perfect. And I know you said you have a lot of stuff to be putting up. Are you guys going to be putting stuff up every so often? It's going to be more random here, I guess, at the beginning as you're getting started and getting stuff put together. But maybe weekly you'll be adding new stuff. Monthly.
Yeah, we want to add, at least 1 or 2 designs weekly.
Beautiful.
Until we get a solid catalog of items to purchase there
Sweet.
for the Hex community. So
very cool. Can't wait, man. Thank you guys for coming on.
Looking
We really
forward to all
appreciate
that.
it. Heck yeah. And let's collab. Let's get together on some clothing and this cruise. I'm really excited on what we can come up with for the cruise.
Yeah, shoot me a DM. We could make it super epic.
100%.
Yeah, we need like a drone and like more shit, but we can go through the list of what we need and we can just
Oh yeah.
Super
Well,
crazy.
thanks everyone for tuning in to KSB.TV. Be sure you check out the series of testimonials that are being released. 8-bit had Alan had a really big part in putting all that together. And I think all the work that KSB.TV is doing is phenomenal. Make sure you join as a member. There's a button. You can click it. Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
Have a good night.
Peace, y'all.